Next, we have Dr. Brad Miller. Now, he's an OG, I learned yesterday. He's been podcasting for a very long time, and everybody should learn from him.
I'm Dr. Brad Miller, and I'm here to help you to crush PodFade. Every podcast starts with a spark, right? But sometimes that spark turns into something that can just go away. It is something that we sometimes call PodFade or a flash in the pan podcast, which is where it starts off strong, it misfires, it shows promise, but it's no real impact. It happened to me a couple years ago when after podcasting for about 11 years, I was running out of steam, I had cancer, and I was running out of energy. PodFade is real because we are not always connecting directly face-to-face. We're behind a mic or we're behind a screen. We all know about the episode 8 attack. Most podcasts end up before 8 episodes. What are you going to do? For me, I came to PodFEST 23 2 years ago. There I found like-minded, encouraging people like you who helped me to come out of that. And I found the prescription for PodFade was a compelling message. In my case, it was about helping cancer-impacted people to have hope and humor and to build a campfire around that message. I got this little campfire here, and I heard about something called advice from a campfire, which brings people together, sparks new ideas, irradiates warmth, it's a storyteller, and it doesn't burn out. And for me, it was live local events for the win. That is where we got involved with direct face-to-face interaction in my local community, where I had impact and influence, opportunity and energy flowed from that, visibility happened. How do you win with live local podcasting events? Well, you build a campfire, and you build it what I like to call one acts at a time, ACTS, which is the formula that I use to help you build a local event. A is for action, C is for content or connect, the T is to think strategically, the S is to serve with love, and the fact is you have to promise to make it happen because you got to lean into it. You got to get to work. The A is to action. You have a big why. For me, it was my cancer situation and my love of independent podcasting. Go big and go local. That's the macro and the micro. Go big, become a big fish in the smaller pond in your local area. I did 6 local events in a year's time. We did Pod Indie, and I see some of my Pod Indie friends here, where we did podcast training events for independent podcasters in my area, and then we also did some things for cancer-related causes in the church. That's what we did. Connect. You got to connect personally with the speakers involved, media, business leaders, niche leaders, funding sources, and of course your audience. You got to reach out. You got to do that. You connect. Then when you reach out, you never know what can happen. I invited folks like Chris and Dave and Larry to come to my event. You might recognize those faces. And local people like my buddies Brittany and Sean, who are with us here today in my local community. And we did something locally to make an impact. But it doesn't happen without work. You got to think strategically. That has to do with your venue, your reverse timeline planning, your financial picture, your promotions that you do, your staffing, and doing care for one another. But you have a lot of fun doing it. I took our group out after our event, our staff, we went out to duck pen bowling. We had a lot of fun together. My friend John is there and some others as well. And we did our venue in a live podcasting studio with a local podcaster with a great studio. In the end, you serve others with love. That's the main thing here. So we developed a relationship in the cancer community, in the comedy community, in the podcasting community, in our local business tourism, and in the church community. My own church became known as the place where people connected podcasting and comedy and cancer. And we're now known as a place where that type of things happen. We connected with a comedian named Rick Roberts, who got us connected in that community. When you do all that, to put it together, you build a campfire podcast, which is a warm, inviting community where people will come to you and you don't know if they go to them. In your community, in your conversations, your causes, you might even have celebrity sightings. So it's live, local podcasting events for the win. In the end, what happened to me? My podcast is growing. I'm having more fun. I'm making more money. I'm speaking at local and national events like PodFEST, speaking at another national event later on this year, and that's where I'm here to be helpful to you. I'm Dr. Brad Miller. It's live, local podcasting events for the win. And if you want to win this guy here, text me at this number. Somebody's going to win this campfire this week. You got a text to win. I'll see you later.
All right.
Dr. Brad Miller.
Thank you so much, Dr. Brad Miller.